we're back with another Monday mock test. I have Steve with me here today. We have been driving. How long have you been driving for? About a year now?
Yeah, probably. Maybe, it's been a long time, yeah.
On and off, because life is lifing. So last mock test we done was really good. You passed your test.
I did.
Do you remember how many minors you got?
Probably not that many. I don't think.
I don't think you got that many.
No.
So we're going to do another mock test today. Do you have your booklet with you?
No, I forgot it.
Why are you looking around then?
Because I thought I did.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I forgot it.
So I'll mark you on my other book. We're going to do a Sat Nav test. How do you find Sat Nav?
Sat Nav, I don't usually have a problem with it. My problem actually is that when I'm just going straight for ages, I forget that it's there until it talks to me and then I remember. Okay,
so what would you say, more audio, more visual?
Probably more visual, to be fair. But that's the thing, I forget to look over.
You forget to look down. One thing you can do is that when you're driving and you see signs or traffic lights, you've got something coming up, look down at the Sat Nav and see which way you're going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to do Sat Nav today, and we're going to start off with your registration plate. Can you read that reg for me? Perfect. Sorry, I really shouldn't have told you that was perfect. Maybe I should have kept that to myself. We're going to do one show me question, one maneuver, maybe the emergency stop. And we're going to start off with a tell me question.
You're definitely going to do the emergency stop.
Huh? Say that again?
You're definitely going to do the emergency stop.
How do you know?
Because you just said we might do it.
We might. Might is 50-50. Actually, can you read that white registration plate? That's further away. Good. Sorry, I said that again.
Perfect.
Can you tell me how you check the engine has enough engine coolant?
I would pop the bonnet and I would take out the coolant stick, it's called? No, that's the wrong thing, isn't it? Damn it.
It's really hard for me to have a poker face. Try again, Steve.
I would check the gauge on the engine coolant, and it should be between the min and max levels.
Thank you very much.
That's totally what I meant to say the first time.
Say that again.
That's what I meant to say the first time.
Is that what you meant to say?
Yes.
Well, I picked this one because the other day I had a problem with the engine coolant. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really bad. Okay, so the main thing I want you to focus on today's mock test is your pedal control, less gas, more coming off your clutch, and you're pulling up on the left. I would much rather you take it slightly slower, turn right before you think you need to turn right. Because you didn't hit the curb, you just kind of scraped it coming in. Okay. So just be a bit mindful with that. I'm going to put the Sat Nav on for you, and then I'll let you know when we're going to start, okay?
Scraping is still a fail, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Cool.
No. I didn't want to tell you that because I didn't want you to scrape my car. But
led me to believe that was a fail.
Right. Let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to give you some directions first, and then I'm going to put the Sat Nav on. If you like this video, because I've got so many viewers that they don't like my videos. So now I don't really know what to post. Let's turn this on.
Well, these ones are most popular, right? The mock tests.
They are. Yes, they are. How are you feeling? Confident?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually driven, so we'll see.
Okay. So anything else I need to do? No. When you're ready, you can drive on. I'm going to give you some directions to start off with, and then we're going to switch it over to Sat Nav.
All right.
Oh, did you tell me how nervous you felt?
Sorry?
Did I ask you how nervous do you feel?
Yeah, you said how confident am I about my driving.
Okay, can we take the next left, please?
Yeah. Which was not super confident.
I wanted you to rate it out of 10. 10 being the most confident.
Oh,
what
right,
would you
okay.
say?
And what's 1? Like, I've never driven before and I have no idea what I'm doing.
1 means I'm so nervous I can't even take my foot off the clutch because I'm shaking.
I'd say like 7.
At the end of this road, turn right. 7.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good.
Definitely better than 1. Mathematically.
And when you're ready, can you please pull up on the left-hand side, just over here. Leave enough space that you can move out again. Thank you. I would like for you to pull up alongside this white car and reverse park behind it when you're ready. Smells like sewage.
Is it?
I don't know, I can smell sewage. Sorry. Okay, we'll stop there. Thank you. I should tell you at the beginning of the manoeuvre, actually, you can only use up 2 car links.
Oh, okay.
Which is something that they'll tell you.
Would they tell me to stop like you just did? Or would they just let me keep going forever?
No, they would tell you to stop at some point.
Right.
So once you reach your 2 car length limit, they'll tell you to stop. Okie dokies. Now let's have a look at where we're going to go.
You know, I saw an accident with dual carriageway the other day.
Which one?
I can't remember where it was. Because I can't even remember where we were going. But it was like it must have been because it was like the Otley cyclists.
When was this?
It was like last weekend, I think.
Okay.
I
I want you to drive it when you're ready, and then I'm going to put the Sat Nav on, okay?
And so there was like quite a lot of cyclists that we saw like along the way that were just kind of scattered at different lengths.
On the dual carriageway?
So there was some cyclists on the dual carriageway.
Are you even allowed to do that?
I don't know. I would
If it's
assume
the
not.
dual carriageway that I'm thinking about, that's 70 miles an hour.
I'm not sure but it was definitely a dual carriageway. I don't know exactly what the speed limit was, but and yeah, there was like someone had come off their bike and there was like a helicopter overhead to get them like airlifted.
What's this guy doing?
No idea.
Oh my God, Steve, someone done the stupidest thing the other day.
What was that?
I'll tell you after. What's this guy doing?
Don't know. I think is he yelling at that kid?
Can we stop yelling and start driving, please? Because someone's doing a mock test and you need to hurry up.
I think he's like having a conversation with his kid.
Okay, at the end of this road, turn right. If this was me, I would overtake him by now. Sorry, but you don't own the bloody road,
seems
mate.
Very weird to me.
What?
Just following this kid on a bike. Is that not really weird? I mean, I guess it's probably their kid, but...
How do you know it's their kid, though?
I don't know. The kid was smiling, but like...
Don't know how I feel about that.
What a weird scenario.
I know. I don't like the car. The car looks dodgy. Right, so I'm going to put the sound on.
In 320 yards, turn left onto low lane.
Sorry, Steve, you were saying about the cyclists.
Yeah, so I just saw that there had been like this crash. And
So did anyone get hurt?
Yeah, there was like a helicopter of someone
Really?
to get like airlifted out.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
How many people got injured?
I think it was just one guy.
So
it was just mad because it was on a dual carriageway, and I just because like you, I don't really know if they're like allowed to do that. I
wouldn't think so, unless it wasn't an event.
Turn left onto low lane.
It might have been, but the traffic was still going, so don't they close the roads for that kind of thing?
Oof.
Oh my god. I just failed. So that's good. So don't they close the roads for that kind of thing?
Oof.
Oh my god. I just failed. So that's good.
We'll talk about that at the end.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto Station Road.
If that's your only mistake,
do I get a pass?
We'll talk about
Probably
it.
not.
But I wonder where you was looking. Keep that in mind, okay?
What were you saying? Someone did something really stupid.
The most stupidest thing I've ever seen in the many years I've been driving. I'm just so confused why someone would do that. But I'm thinking I might upload it tonight as like an introduction to dumb people doing dumb things.
Right onto
Have I told you about that?
You're going to do that?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Am I going to be on that for that failing?
No. It's nothing to do with my students. It's to do with other drivers.
So I'd be honoured to be on dumb people doing
yeah, but you're not dumb and you don't do dumb things. I mean, the pavement there, I don't know. I'm like borderline dumb, but I know it's because you wasn't paying attention and you're still learning. So you're not really being dumb, you're just learning.
Turn left onto Moseleywood Lane.
You say so.
No, you're smart. You make me challenge my thoughts.
That's true.
How's the training going?
It's going alright. I think the last time I went was like a couple of weeks ago, so not super consistent. But yeah, it's going pretty well.
Yeah.
I think it's the only time I went was like a couple of weeks ago, so not super consistent. But yeah, it's going pretty well.
Yeah.
I think it's the only times I can go now on Saturdays, which isn't, and then Saturdays isn't a full-time guarantee.
Okay.
So it's really just when I can, though I have been doing a lot of training at home as well.
Mm-hmm. Like bodyweight stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like shadow boxing. Also, I realised there's a gym near me because I can't set up a heavy bag.
There is.
But
It's on that road. It's called
Crunch or something?
No, I thought it was called something else, to be fair.
There is one, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong gym, but
can you pull up on the left-hand side for me, just in that break of the yellow lines? Thank you. And when you're ready, if you can drive on, please. There was one on right next to where you live. like a Thai or kickboxing place.
Oh yeah, there is a kickboxing place. Yeah.
I don't know what it's called though.
Yeah, I know the one you mean. I'm not sure what it's called. But yeah, it's really close. But I was just thinking for like, maybe I could go there. I don't really know. But just when I have a bit of time, if I'm like on lunch break or something, to go and potentially use their like just to use like a heavy bag.
Okay. And work out on your break.
Yeah.
My mum does that. I find that so weird.
Why?
Because you come back so sweaty. Like no one wants to know you after you sweat.
No, but that's when I'm working at home.
Oh,
So
okay.
It's completely fine.
Okay, that is fine then.
It just upsets my wife.
Did I tell you about my fight? Did I tell you that I punked out of it? Yeah. I don't know if I should do it again. Try again or not.
Why don't you because you can still just train. You don't have to like sign up for a fight.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel a bit of a failure if I don't fight. But then I also don't want to get hit.
Yeah, I get it.
But then I feel like I let everyone down.
Well, what do you mean let everyone down? Like if you don't do a charity event?
No, I feel like because I didn't do it, I've let myself down, and not people that, yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
So just yourself?
And people.
Go past this street.
Just people that like that believed in me. I don't know. The people that really wanted me to do the fight, basically.
Like me?
Yeah.
I didn't really want you to do it, but I was.
Yeah,
then
arrive at your destination.
Excuse me.
Shit. This is what happens when I'm concentrating on the conversation.
You drive better when we're talking, but then sometimes you get distracted.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just tell me to shut up and that's okay. When you're ready, I'd like for you to pull up on the left-hand side, please. In a safe place.
Oops.
That's okay, it's just a pothole. Thank you.
Gonna
redo the Sat Nav.
No, but it might not be best to like, I don't know, go all in, but just to start training and then gear yourself up to a fight, because putting yourself into a fight when you're not actually training is quite daunting, and also like the fight itself it would be quite surprising if but you'd be going in with someone who is also like
on my
at the level.
Yeah.
But it would be quite like, I don't know, probably quite a messy fight if you're both not like super sure of what you're doing. But then probably, I don't know, maybe you'd take less damage if you got hit. But
you have no faith in me, do you?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I just think it would be good. It might be good just to train.
Yeah, I think so.
Just start training and then see where you go. Because you don't have to put yourself in for a fight. And then when you get to a good level, then you can be like, okay, I want to do a fight.
I know what you mean. I definitely need to start training again for sure. Like I was thinking about doing Muay Thai again. I'm not really enjoying boxing. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some directions just so the Sat Nav routes itself, and then I'll switch it over to the Sat Nav.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you do? Kickboxing?
Yeah. Well, I do a few things, but Muay Thai is my favorite.
And the weapons and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Muay Thai is my favorite too.
It's because it's everything, man.
It's just so much fun. Like I really enjoy it. The training. I just can't imagine hitting someone. I think I can't do it.
Yeah, but when you hit pads,
we're turning right at the end of the road.
You hit pads.
Yeah, that's different from someone's face.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's probably a good thing you don't want to hit someone. Like I don't want to hit anyone. It's, But why do you want to do martial arts? Is it because you want to do like the fights and you want to get put in for...
I think it's something that I just want to experience.
Turn left onto Cookridge Lane.
It's something like out of my comfort zone that I want to do things now that helps me grow. And I get to like training was hard for me to start off with.
Mm-hmm.
And then now what the next level up would be get into a fight. Because that's something I'm not used to. And just experience it once, you know.
Turn left
I'm really
onto
scared.
Cookridge Lane.
You'll probably always be scared though.
Have you ever been to a fight?
No. I was gonna say, have I ever actually been to a fight and not fought? But I don't think I've actually done either.
What about like a fight at
In
school?
1.8 miles, turn right onto Leeds Road.
Done either.
What about like a fight at
In 1.8
school?
miles, turn right onto Leeds Road.
Yeah, no, sorry. Well, I've been involved in a lot of fights and like I've seen a lot of fights, but that's mainly from working in the bars for so long.
Seeing one is not the same, Steve.
No, I know. But I've been involved, but I've never punched anyone, but I've
broken it up.
Yeah, essentially. And like grabbed someone and threw them, not like throw them to the ground, but just like
diffused it.
Yeah. But I've never like smacked anyone or kicked anyone in an actual fight.
It's a very violent thing to do. I wonder who turned this into a sport and thought, okay, let's do it for fun now.
I don't know. I feel people have probably been doing it for like
gladiator times.
I was gonna say since like
longer.
Probably since people have been doing sports. It's probably the oldest one because it's like the most basic one, isn't it?
Wrestling.
Well, you used to wrestle in like ancient Greece, didn't they? But like I think even before that, people probably used to fight each other just.
What, when they don't like each other? I'm going to fight you.
Well, yeah, that, but also just as as like a form of entertainment, or maybe as like you'll win something from this.
That's like animals. That's treating people like animals. I don't know how I feel about that. Like now, I guess it's like glorified. You get money for it. It's a job, but. I don't know, back in the day, I don't know. It's more like fight now. I want to see you fight.
Yes.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I know that like, the only thing I can think of that I definitely know of is that they used to wrestle in like Greece.
Yeah, but then what's that Chinese sport? I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese, forgive me, but that... I think it's Japanese.
Which one?
Where they have really fat men.
Sumo wrestling.
Yeah.
Japanese.
How old has that been around?
Probably a really long time, but I don't know exactly. But I'm assuming like...
Not longer than...
I don't know. It probably goes back to like the Edo period, but that's a really big period of time.
What period is that?
That's like... It ended in the 1800s, but I think it goes back to the 1200s.
Right onto Leeds Road.
Yeah. So by saying the Edo period, that actually covers like
quite a long time.
Yeah, I think. Anyways, I could be dead wrong.
When it's safe, can you show me how to open and close your side window?
Did you say third window?
Side.
Oh, I thought you said third window.
Side window. I don't know how to speak properly.
Same. It seemed like they were like out quite a bit far. I don't know if that was just me.
They were. Can you remind me of that when we finished
Yeah.
the test, please?
turn right onto Leeds Road.
I feel like I want to tell you something really exciting because I haven't seen you for such a long time, but I don't know what to say.
In 3/4
Well, what did
of
you
a
do on
mile,
your
at
What
the
did you do on your
roundabout,
holiday?
take the third exit onto the
I drove
Poplars.
in Valencia.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Cool.
And because it's on the opposite side of the road, everyone just drives wherever they want to drive.
Okay.
Can you pull up on the left-hand side, please, when it's safe? I'm going to update your directions.
Did you find it really hard to drive on the other side of the road?
Love it. It's the easiest thing. It's really fun, actually. The only thing, they don't have any road signs in Valencia.
Oh.
So you don't really know what lane to be in.
And what, like, the speed limit is?
The speed limit is good. I know the speed limit. But, you know, when you're choosing a lane, you need some sort of
indication.
Notice.
Okay, right.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
You think I know this word by now, but
yeah.
You need some time to plan what kind of lane you're going to go into, but they don't give you any notice. So it's a guessing game sometimes, but no one stays in their lane on a roundabout.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's just scared. It's quite fun. It's really fun.
Sounds it.
It's a bit like sporadic, but...
Do you feel like you're in GTA? Because you're on the other side of the road?
At times. Only when I was driving to the beach and you had the palm trees. I'm really excited for
Ah,
GTA.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
For the 6th one.
I actually can't wait.
Yeah, it should be good. When it comes out in like 3 years.
I thought it was coming out sooner than that.
I don't know. It'll probably just get delayed though.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's a new game coming out, and that, you know, that franchise that I go on about, the Yakuza one? You heard me talk about that?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like the fighting one. Yeah, the next one's just been announced.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it looks amazing. It's going to be like a pirate themed
Starting
one.
route to Holt
Yeah.
Lane.
I don't know.
Head southeast on Leeds Road.
Really? Let's go.
This looks like we might die here.
This weather is so depressing.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I was kind of anxious about the weather, but it hasn't actually bothered me really. So that's all right.
In terms of driving or just in general life? Because it's bothering.
No, in terms of driving. In terms of like the roads and not being able to see.
Take the second exit.
But it's actually not so bad.
I do have the demister on, so that's probably why it's very clear.
Yeah.
And what I'll do is I'll set this up for you. If it is like this on your test,
okay,
the order will be set up for you. But feel free, even if your show me question is like, show me how to operate your horn. If it does get misty, do put your demister on, because the examiner is not really going to remind you. Maybe if they're nice.
Okay.
And if it starts raining, you'll have to put your wipers on yourself.
Would they just mark me down silently for not doing that?
No, but I think they'll hint it to you.
Okay.
Like, oh, it's a bit
So
misty.
would you not get marked down if you weren't doing things correct to the weather? So if you weren't putting your wipers on,
If it causes, the thing is, if it causes you like disruption or a minor or a major, then yes.
At the roundabout.
Okay, right.
It's
So
not
there's
the
not
actual action of you not putting it on. It's you getting the minor.
Okay, right. That makes sense.
Sorry, I'll let you concentrate.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, madam.
At the
How do you mean?
roundabout, take the second exit.
That reminds me of like old English, like really traditional.
Sir and madam.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Madam. Do you miss it?
Do I miss what?
When people used to talk like that?
I wasn't around then, so I don't think so. It would be so confusing, like ye and thou.
In about 1.5 miles, turn right onto Holt Lane.
The is. Do you know what the and thou? Because I can never remember.
Isn't thou you?
They're both you. The
no
and
way.
the
I thought
and
the was there.
no, the and thou are both you.
Okay.
But they're for different different prerequisites or whatever. Like
Can you
depending.
use the in a sentence?
No, so I'm trying to remember what it would be. I can't. It's something like if it's like. Well, it's just like language of like, you know, what is the reason that you're referring to them in the first place? Not explaining it very well.
I might need to look into that. I don't remember that when I was learning Shakespeare.
I have spoken to, like, I feel like you'd say I have spoken to thee, but you wouldn't say I have spoken to thou. But then you might say
turn right onto Holt Lane.
Thou has spoken to me and not thee has spoken to me. Does that make sense?
Almost. I feel like I'm on the edge of clicking.
I can't explain what that is, but that's just how it sounds right in my head.
I wonder who changed it then. Like.
Well, I think it's probably part of Old Latin that has just changed over time, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
If you were to learn a language, what language would you learn?
Spanish.
Yeah.
Because Spanish is. But that's just because I feel like if you know English and you know Spanish, you're kind of set for most places.
If you know English, you know Spanish.
Because they're the two most common used languages in the world.
I thought French was. No, Spanish is more, isn't it?
I think it's Spanish.
Spanish is very similar. Is it similar to Portuguese?
I think Portuguese is like a mix of Spanish and French. That's how I think of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it's got any French in there.
I think it does.
Does it actually? No way.
I think.
Wow.
I could be wrong.
Well, I need to learn Spanish because when I went to Spain, the older generation were really rude to me. Not me, me and my sister.
Because you didn't speak.
Because we were English.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know this.
When I was in Mexico, I found Mexico harder to travel through than Asia.
Turn right
because when you travel through Asia, it's a pretty safe bet that most people will know English. But when you travel through Mexico, you will go through like long gaps of time where no one is speaking English. So you just have to like make do and learn. Like, thankfully.
That was a very good word.
Thankfully, I knew a little bit of Spanish, and I was learning Spanish whilst I was there as well. And your Spanish gets really good just through what's the word when you're living somewhere. So therefore, you just get better at the language because you're just doing it. I forgot what it's called.
I don't know that there's a word for it.
There is, but I just can't think.
Practice or living, residency, I don't know.
Yeah. I found that if you didn't speak English, if you didn't speak Spanish, you could get people that get quite impatient with you, and fair enough, you're there.
I get that. Like, you come to their country, you should be able to speak the language. I get it.
Right.
But you don't have to be. Sorry, we're going to go straight ahead here.
Oh.
I don't really want you to do that. I'm going to turn this off now. I would like for you to follow directions from me to end the test, until the end of the test.
Okay.
I get it. I do get it. I understand. But you don't have to be rude about it. Like, they were really rude.
Yeah.
And it's just the older generation. And
well, maybe you were actually being really horrible to them and you don't realise.
I have no reason to be rude to these people.
Maybe it was just the way that you came across. Maybe it really upset them.
No, after they annoyed me, then I was. But I had my battery was on like 2-3%, and I had on Google Translation, is there a problem in Spanish? Because they are my motivation to learn Spanish now because they were rude to me. And
that makes sense. I can see
but
that.
the other guy at the restaurant, his name was Victor. He was so nice. He was so lovely. And yeah, we're just going to continue the road. And then I want you to take the next left. I think it's because he was younger. Younger generation and nicer.
Maybe. Yeah, well, maybe the older generation just doesn't have time for your.
Maybe, but most people don't.
That's very true.
At the end of the road, we're turning left. Oh my god, I saw a spider. So this is the thing. Maybe this is what I wanted to tell you, because I saw a spider.
This is the exciting event.
Is it? I don't know if it's exciting, but I realised the past week or two, there's things that kept happening for me to realise I need a man in my life. Like, there's too many things that are happening. One, my car broke down. Mm-hmm. Second, there was a massive spider in my apartment.
Can you not? You can sort out a broken down car. You know cars.
Yeah, but I can't move it because it will damage the engine. I had low coolant.
Okay, right.
I don't know what to do. Like, if I knew what to do, I'd do it myself. But I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I need to.
Well, do you remember my car broke down and I called you?
Yes. And I was like, Steve, I know how to do people.
I have no idea.
But to be fair, you all seem like more of an electrical fault. At the end of the road, we're turning left. It didn't seem like a mechanical. Like an actual, yeah, I don't know how to explain. Not a real, that's rude, but.
Well, it turns out I don't think they could find the fault anyways, so they just
the
repeated the same thing again. They just were like, yeah, we don't know what it is, can't find a fault.
So where's the car now?
Using it. That's what it is.
The next set of traffic lights, not these ones, we're turning right.
So what happened with the spider? You scared of spiders?
Yes, I have. I do name my spider Steve, and this is before I met you. There was this really skinny one that lives in my bedroom. I've named it, and it doesn't do no harm to me.
They're all called Steve.
Yeah, I think my sister actually came up with the idea of Steve, but the fat ones, the chunky monkey ones, no, I'm not doing those. No, they're like, because it's spider season. I didn't know this, but I have a door in my bedroom. I opened it because there's no windows, and I opened it in my sleep, so I must have been sleepwalking.
Oh, do you do that?
Yeah, when I'm stressed.
Oh.
So I opened at night time. That's the only reason the spider came in, and I didn't realise that. I came home one day, really just wanted to get in bed, and there was a massive spider, and I had like a 2-hour panic attack because I realised, oh my god, I don't want to kill it. I can't get near it. I don't know who to call to get it out. And then I realised, damn, I need a man.
We don't necessarily need a man, you just need someone that's not scared of spiders.
Who is that? Because the only person I know in Leeds is my sister, who can come to me and take the spider up, but she's also, that was quite a big spider, I'm sure she'll be scared of it. Everyone that I know are my students.
All scared of spiders.
And also they can't drive, so how are they going to get
That's very true. I have to make sure someone passes their test so that they can come over.
£10 for a spider.
£10 in this economy. In this economy, like 50 at the very least.
Steve, at this point,
you have to cover the gas as well.
How much? 50?
50. 50.
50?
Yeah, that's at the least. So if I'm counting down, I'm actually going to start at 100.
Well, would you take the trash out as well?
If it was on the way out, then yes, that seems like a good deal for you there.
That is.
Yeah.
For 50.
50 to come over, squash spider, and take out the trash.
Squash a spider. No,
but
not squash a spider. Just like.
To take it out with the trash.
Just try not to kill it.
All right. Oh yeah, because you don't want to kill them.
No, I don't want to.
That makes sense. I never want to kill anything. Like even like flies, I don't really want to kill.
Are you not scared of anything? Like any animals? Turning left at the end of the road, please.
I'm scared of Yes, I am. I'm deathly afraid of alligators and crocodiles.
Is that because they look like dinosaurs?
Because they are dinosaurs.
Oh yeah.
It's because they've lived so long without having to evolve.
Take the next road on your left.
Because they're the perfect killing machines.
Hippos are more dangerous, no?
They are, but hippos are kind of cute.
No, they're not.
And hippos have souls.
And alligators don't.
No, because they're reptiles.
They don't have souls.
No.
Where I'd like to see the science.
Because they're reptiles. Because they're cold-blooded.
I want to see the science backed up.
Have you ever looked into a snake's eye?
No, do you have one?
No. It's so very clear that there's nothing in there. It's just cold.
Is this your assumption?
It's just cold killing machines that just eat things alive. No, I'm not joking. I don't think anything has a soul. But that's beside the point.
Do you not? Do you not think anything has a soul?
Not really, no.
Interesting.
But that's beside the point anyways. But yeah, so things like alligators, I don't really like them, but I've had to put up with alligators a lot just from visiting places like Florida and like Asia and Mexico.
Have you seen one though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the worst time was when I was in Mexico and one climbed I was in a boat in like this big open area.
Yeah.
Kind of like a river trail, but it wasn't really a river, it was bigger than that. And there was these alligators just chilling out at the side. And then they saw the boat and one of them just crept into the water and I don't know.
It's like it's coming.
I hate it. I didn't like it at all.
Play the Jaws theme music.
I hated that so much. I hate gators. Don't like gators.
Was you on holiday with Max and Jenny?
No, this was before Max. This was when we did our big like traveling. No, it was just when we were traveling before. Remember, I actually proposed to her at the end of that trip.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
How did you feel proposing to her?
How did I feel? Really hungry because because it was the end of the trip, right? And what happened was we were in New York, because that's where we ended it, and I knew I was going to propose to her.
When did you know?
I just thought I was going to propose to her at the end of this trip. Yes.
That's the end of your test.
Fantastic.
Okay, so.
Don't know why I turned the engine off.
Well, normally I tell you to turn the engine off.
Yeah,
but what do you think?
I think it wasn't so bad, but apart from the fact that I failed right at the start by going up onto the curb, and that completely messed up the whole thing. I think other than that, it wasn't too bad.
Talk me through it, because I don't understand how you could miss that pavement.
I don't know. I think it was just because it was like a windy road. Maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention. I'm not sure.
Is it because we were talking? Was it a distraction?
Maybe, but I think in my head, I just was thinking I had more room, or maybe I thought I had turned enough, but I hadn't. I think because it was just quite windy.
It did stick out quite a lot, to be fair.
So I think it was just that, really.
Okay. One thing we do need to do, let me write this down in my other book, is I want you to look at the left side of your pavement whenever you're following around a bend, because I've noticed a couple more times you have been close to the pavement, but not close enough for me to be like, oh, watch out, Steve. Yeah? So if your eyes are on the road, because I know at that point you were looking left and right, but I think you were looking at that junction a bit too early. Mm-hmm. You couldn't see anything anyways.
Yeah.
So maybe look at those are cool rims. I think you need to look at your pavement first, get to the line, then have a look at who's coming.
Yeah.
Because that pavement there was a little bit dodgy, wasn't it?
Yeah. And also there was a point where I don't know if this would have been probably picked up, but not if it was technically a fail. But there was a point where you could see I was almost going to turn into, there was a junction and there was traffic coming towards us. I was turning right.
Yeah.
And I was going to turn right in front of a car that was coming our way.
Yes.
But I didn't.
You didn't.
So I don't know if that was technically like that I would have been pulled up on
the
that.
The thing is, I like to give...
Because you didn't have to technically intervene.
I didn't.
So...
However, that's me, because I know you.
Yeah.
And I like to give my students the benefit of the doubt and kind of wait until you're like centimetres away.
From death.
And then use my pedals. Because I do want to see if you would respond to it.
Yeah.
So I give you the benefit of the doubt. However, saying that, that's not what the examiners will do, because they don't know what you're like. They haven't driven with you. So if they put their pedals down, that would be
a fail.
However, you did realise and you stopped it in time, which I'm very proud of that. So well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. But whenever you turn right, who has priority?
Yeah. You know what it was? It was because it was that I thought that where they had stopped was still red in my head. So I was thinking they didn't have the go-ahead to actually go. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking that it was when I realised, because they were stopped, it was when I realised that they did have the green and they started coming towards me. I was like, oh, right, no. So it wasn't about knowing priority. It was that I genuinely didn't think that they had the green to come to go. So
look at them.
Yeah.
Find their line on their side and see if they go past that. Look at their positioning and speed. Remember, we said that's the only way to find out what a car is doing. Mm-hmm. Looking at their position speed, that's their body language, and you're reading them. Yeah. But generally, if you're unsure, slow down, read the road, and then decide, because you don't lose anything by slowing down. Yeah. So well done for saving that. Manoeuvre, very good. They can ask you to do a manoeuvre that early on in the test.
Yeah, that caught me off guard.
I know.
But it was good. I was like, yes, get the manoeuvre out of the way, and then I just can focus on the drive. Yeah. So I hope that happens. And then if I mess it up, I know if I've messed up my manoeuvre immediately, and then I can just say, okay.
Well, and then you've messed up the whole test.
Yeah. Well,
that is what happened on my actual learner driver. I thought I messed up the parallel park. So did I tell you this?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But it also relieves some pressure from you.
It does, yeah.
So you don't have to stress about it too much.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that say, I thought I failed.
And then I end up passing.
Yeah, but then that makes you relaxed because you go, oh, that's a fail. Well,
that's okay.
I'll just
See
finish
how
the
quickly
drive.
this switches?
Yeah, it's great when the pressure's not on.
Right at the beginning. Just pretend that you failed. Then you'll pass.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
But let's go through your minors. We need to do some more meeting traffic. I can see there's a little bit of hesitation. Sometimes you know to stop, but you don't give yourself enough space and to keep up with your gears as well. So we'll do a little bit of practice with that. You had one wide left turn. Remember I said to you, remind me of that red car who was coming into your space?
Yes.
Because he turned really wide into the road, which caused you... What happened to your position?
I had to stop and move further to the left.
Yeah. So...
slow down even.
If that red car was tightened up on their turn, you wouldn't need to move out the way.
Yeah.
But you're also doing this. Your left turn is quite wide as well. So again, we still need to follow the curb round, which is one thing that I've written down anyways. You did hit the pavement. That would be a major. And one minor for clearance.
At the start? Yeah.
Your clearance to there was a white car after the station, after Little Bridge. He was a bit close to it. Could do with a bit more slowing down and moving away. So remember, you need to have a door's width of space.
I don't even remember that.
I know. I don't think he was aware of it, to be fair.
No.
There's been a few times where you've been a little bit close, but I think it's just because it's Horsforth and the roads there are quite narrow. So take it slower. The unwritten rule for the examiners is the slower you are, the closer you can get to a parked car.
Yeah, okay, right. That makes sense.
Okay.
So.
But overall, 2 minors, 1 major, and you know where you went wrong.
Yeah. If it wasn't for that at the start, then I would have only got two minors.
Yeah, you would have passed it.
Well, I'll live with that.
Do you think it's because the talking and distraction?
I don't know, 'cause sometimes that helps. Maybe it was just because it was the start of the test, so I was a bit nervous. And yeah, it's probably just because it we started. Because I think I get better as I drive. I get more confident as I go.
The beginning and the ending is where I want you to pay more attention to it.
Yeah.
And if you do get distracted by the examiner, because they might want to talk to you, just tell them.
No. Don't talk to me.
In a nice way, you can say, I don't mean to be rude, but I just need to concentrate at the moment.
Yeah.
And they'll understand. They will just shut up straight away. But even if you feel like I'm distracting you, tell me. Yeah? So next mock test, we're going to pass it. There's a few things that I want you to focus on, which we'll work on, but I'm very confident that you're going to pass first time. Okay?
What, my actual test?
When is it again? Do you know?
Yeah, it's in October sometime.
October the 5th. So very soon. We've got 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
Yay.
Okay.
Don't get nervous now.
So what day? Sorry, what day is it on?
The 5th of October.
Yeah. What day of the week?
Saturday.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. So.
Did you want me to tell you anything else about your test, or?
Yeah, actually. What time is that?
I actually don't know that one. Okay, so let's head home. Thanks everybody for watching. If you like this video, and stay tuned because I am going to be posting more Monday mock tests.
And subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Fantastic.
Drop a comment if you want to know anything about this test, or if you have any questions. I will get back to you. But other than that, thank you for watching.
Thank you.